Testing 1 2. All right, the stream is on. Welcome to another stream. Clay Boren in the chat. How's it going, Clay? I think we also have Sam and Derek in the chat already. Aaron was there a moment ago. All right, so tonight we're watching the Kenda Cup race number 5. It's the 5th race out of a series of 7 races. So this one is in Big Bear Lake, California. Sponge Magnets in the chat. Big Huge is here. John Smith. All right, all the all the usual crews here. Right on time. All right, so race starts in about 4 minutes. So this is gonna be an interesting one because the Kenda Cup West Series, like I said, it's a seven race series, and there's gonna be a battle for the championship. So let's look at the championship standing after 4 races. So all those riders still have a chance to win it. The way it works is that the 5 best races out of 7 counts, so you can drop 2 races. So you can skip races or you drop your 2 worst races. So in 5th place, we have Samuel Brem is in 5th place. Sam got 60 points. That's only with 1 race, so he already missed 3 races. So it's gonna be hard for him to win it, but it's still mathematically possible. It will maybe take a miracle. Sam's riding for Bear Valley Bikes. He's super fast. He's riding super well. Fast rider. So I think he's gonna shoot for maybe second in the series or go for it for the win. We're gonna see how it works. In 4th place, we have Josh Tutel also missed 2 races, so he's still good. He can still make the five races for the series, but he's on the edge. The thing when you miss 2 races is that you cannot afford any mistake at the end. So if you got a puncture or you got a crash, that could be costly. But he's still in it. He could still win it. He could still have a good position in the standing. And then in 3rd place, we have Alfred Pacheco. Pacheco is the favorite to win it. He's obviously the fastest guy on course. He's doing the fastest lap times. So he missed 2 races. So just like Josh, he's a bit on the edge. So he cannot afford a DNF, cannot afford a puncture or a crash. So it's going to be interesting to see if Pacheco is taking it easy to secure the win or the championship, or if he's gonna go all out to win each each uh, each race in the remaining of the series. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Pacheco, because I mean, if he makes a mistake, if something goes wrong, one of the other guys could be lucky and clinch the series. And 2nd place, that's me, Ben Goyette. So I missed 1 race, so I'm down 1 race. So I'm gonna be able to push a bit hard on the next final race. Gonna be able to take some risk. And then in 1st place we have Derek Herman. Derek has been the series leader since the start. He didn't miss any race. So he's gonna be able to push really hard in the final races because he's got 2 in the back, so he can drop his two worst races. So all right, that's the series standing. This is the wreck. All right, in the chat we now have Otski, the Leon is there, Sam is there, Memo Perez, Skip Piru, Simoni players. He says how fatal is a puncture in the race. Yeah, I mean, you can still recover. You can probably recover from a puncture in the race, but it's gonna be tough to recover. So let's take a look at the course. So the thing or just and it's all single track for about an hour. The last part of the race amazing. This is enduro stage 1 and enduro stage 2 that we go on a cross country bike, and then a fast sprint to the finish there. So 24.5 miles, 39 kilometers. So that's gonna be a very fast course. So there you have it. All right, Let's start the stream.
Yeah, I had no idea where I was.
So Wyatt's asking water pack. Yeah, so I brought, most of the guy didn't bring a water pack, but I did because it's not just for the number, the quantity of water, but also that it's easier to drink, because this trail, like I said, the last hour is all single track, so it gets very difficult to drink. All right, let me know if the stream. All right, so new for this stream this week, we have the Josh cam. So I put a camera on a Josh helmet. So we're gonna have some more multicam. And here we go. Race is on. Almost missed the start there. And Frederick just joined the stream from Sweden. How's it going, Frederick? All right, so we have pro men, pro woman, and a single speed at the start. So already the group at the front is going super hard. So we have Pacheco at the front. A little bit in front of me is Derek. Josh is behind, and this is Chad. Chad is also racing with us. I was told it was only his second race, his second mountain bike race. Look at him, killing it already. All right, and Josh taking my wheel. Yeah, so you see, I have my little camelback in my back. Josh is following me with the camera. So this course, it starts with a long climb. So it's very tough to start there because you're already red line. Breathing hard. Aaron saying a dude on a full rigid. Yeah, the guy is in a single speed category. You're gonna see he's killing it because he cannot slow down. So Simone is asking, what kind of bike do you ride? So the bike I'm riding is the Scott Spark RC 900. Let me show you a pic of the bike I'm riding. Where is it? I got it somewhere. There it is. That's a picture of my bike. Scott Spark RC 900, dual suspension, 29er. As we catch Derek. So Derek is also on a dual suspension. And Josh behind me is on a hardtail. Felipe, how's it going, Felipe? Go Lemon Stripes. Oh yeah. Rectech Dave said my GoPro failed me at this race. It took 5 second times lap for the whole race. Yeah, well, you got nice pictures at least. I hope you got nice pictures. Oh man, that sucks. Alright, so Josh riding side by side with me there. So we're staying with Derek. I mean, I think we could have gone harder there, but I didn't know. I didn't know how my body would feel at high elevation like that. So I was taking it a bit conservative there, following Derek. I know Derek knows the course, he lives there. So I was letting Derek take the lead there. So we're racing teach is asking how the cosmics were working there. Yeah, so I was riding the Kenda Cosmic Light 2 Pro again, same tires as last time. Yeah, they work very well. It's the same type of conditions as Rim Nordic. So yeah, you see those are the Cosmic that I have on my bike there. Yeah, very grippy. They roll very well, and yeah, a lot of grip in the corners there. I think they're the perfect corners for those conditions. Because you see the middle tread there in the middle, the tread are very close to each other, so it rolls very fast. And then when you lean the bike on the sides, you get a lot of grip. Yeah, I love the Cosmics. Alright, we got this group of 3 working together. I mean, not really working together. We let Derek do all the work. High desert. How much water do you drink per hour on average? Per hour, I'd say maybe a bottle and a half on this course, maybe a bit more. So I have a bottle on my bike, and I have a Camelback with about 2 bottles, and I drink it all. I drink it all during the racing. So I drink about 3 bottles for a 2-hour race. Hey, Salty Sally's in the chat. How's it going, man? We have Krista Chapman also in the chat. So Derek says I only drank 1 bottle the whole race, but felt like shit afterward. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's really tough to drink there. Even if you have the water on your bike, it's hard to drink because the first part is okay. It's all fire road, but after that, when you get to Skyline, it's very hard to drink. We have Patricio in the chat. Pepsi 99 from Thailand. How's it going? Alright, Matt Hinman from NorCal. How's it going, Matt? What pressures were you running? So I was going very low on this course. I made some tests the day before, and the problem I found is that I had too much grip at the rear, so I couldn't get the bike to turn into the corner. It was not loose enough. The bike was pushing into the corners, a lot of understeer. So I went very low at the front to get more grip at the front. So I went as low as 17 in practice, and it was working very good. And then I went to 18 for the race just to be on the safe side. So I was 18 at the front and 20 at the rear. And Josh is telling us Cat 1s are catching us already. I think the Cat 1s were starting maybe 30 seconds behind. Robert, oh crap, Derek is here. We can't talk crap about him. Yeah, he's in the chat. Alright, we have some fast Cat 1 guys catching us. In blue, that's Jaren. Bib 598. He's racing in Cat 1 1924. So starting very strong there. And we have Josh in the chat. Josh School. Tomer's asking 18 PSI. Yeah, 18 PSI. It's very low, but the Cosmics they are very strong. The sidewall is very strong. It feels like the casing is strong, so I can go very low. Alright, so we're getting to the top of the first climb. It's starting to be flat there, so we can go a bit faster. Tomer in the chat. I'm using 25 PSI and it's a lot for me. Yeah, it depends on your weight. It depends on the casing of the tires. So see, Derek was running 24 PSI. first descent. It's a fast descent. It's on a fire road. So we have Derek is still in front, leading our group, and we have Chris with the green jersey there. That's Chris and Cat 1. He's taking the right line, going on the left. Josh is taking the right line. Alright, he was fast there. It's fast and loose, so it's very easy to make a mistake there and end your race. See, Josh is battling it out. That's Dean. Yeah, that's Dean. I'm following Chris, and you see Derek is going in front there. He passed Jaren. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris with the little bunny up there. So I was thinking I want to go faster there, but it's too risky to pass because Chris was going about the same speed as I was, so it would have been sketchy to go side by side. I had a big crash there, I think 3 years ago. I crashed at 35 miles per hour, and I think my face hit the ground before I realized I was sliding. It was terrible. I broke my shoulder, damaged, scrapped the helmet. Yeah, I was very lucky to walk away from Italy, but so I still have that demon in the back of my head when I ride this section. I think that's right there where I crashed. So I don't want my face to scrape the ground at that speed. So Tomer is asking, you're not afraid the tire will fall off the wheel in such a low pressure? No, I mean, and here I make the move on Chris. I think Chris was having problems there. I think he was not slowing down just to let me go. You see on the Josh cam, see Chris is having problem there. I don't know what happened. Maybe the wheel fell off the rim. He was running too low pace. I know, but the cosmic. I mean, when you go in practice session, you test how low you can go, and you can see the tires how it reacts. If you feel like if it's gonna burp or it's gonna fall off the rim. But no, at 18 psi with my weight, it felt really strong. Robert is saying your beard will save your face. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think there won't be any beard left. All right, Josh is trying to make contact again with us. So it looks like it's gonna be at this point we can see kind of the pace that we have, and it looks like it's gonna be a battle between me, Derek, and Josh. So if you just tuned into the stream, so we're watching Kenda Cup number 5 at Big Bear Lake in California. It's the 5th race in a series of 7, and so there's a battle in the championship. Here's the current standing in the championship. Derek is leading. He's the guy in front of me right now. I'm in 2nd place. Alfredo is leading the race at the moment. He's interpreting the championship, and Josh is behind me. So it's gonna be a fierce battle. We all think that Pacheco might be able to win it, and maybe Sam is gonna be able to move up the leaderboard. We're gonna see. But between me, Derek, and Josh, it's all open. We're gonna see how it goes in the next races. Gene is saying, "Welcome to the Scott family, Ben." All right, thanks. And we have Alisa Ringo in the chat. Fun stuff. All right, welcome to the chat, Alisa. Robert is saying, "I'm running the Sabres down to 20 psi now." Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's what Derek is running. Derek is running the Kenda Sabres. All right. So Josh was able to reconnect with us. That's important. You wanna stay in the slipstream in that section. Hey Alright, Thomas. We have Thomas in the chat. How's it going, Thomas? A bit late. Alright. You can always, if you just join the chat, you can always, if you want to see the start, you can always take the slider and rewind to the beginning. There's a DVR functionality there. And you can come back live after you watch the section you want. Yeah, Marlins also joined the chat. Yeah, if you want to go back in time, feel free to scroll back in time, watch the start, and you can come back live right after. Right, so now we have Dean in the mix. Oh, Dean is afraid of water. What's that? He slammed on the brake there.
It's just water.
Oh man. And Josh was able to get in front. Oh, OC Shredders just subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the channel, OC Shredders. Yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, so you're gonna be notified when I upload new videos. I usually stream like that every Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific time. So yeah, if you're new, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And Squirrel Chaser is asking, do you use the power meter? I'm curious what powers will be compared to a road cyclist. Yeah, no, I don't have a power meter. That's something I wanna get for this summer. I think for next season I'm gonna train with a power meter. Do you guys use power meters? Has anyone had like good brands to suggest? I don't know which one to get. There seem to be a lot on the market right now. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments if you watch the replay. I'm in the market for a power meter. And Alex Brothers just subscribe. Thanks, Alex. Welcome to the channel. Alright, we're back in the climbing mode. Josh is still following me. He's pushing hard, his head down, charging. OC Shredder is asking, what pedals do you run? So I'm using the time attack pedals. Those are my pedals right here. Time attack. Those are the titanium and carbon model. Yeah, those are my favorite. I really like them. Isayu Servente just joined the stream and the channel. Alright, thank you. Hey, Christine Ingo in the chat. How's it going, Christine? What type of camera are you using? So that's the front camera is a GoPro Hero 5 Session. And Sam Woodhouse just subscribe. Welcome, Sam. And the rear camera is the GoPro Hero 4 Black is the rear camera. So if you wanna look in the description below below the video, you can look. I put the links to all the gear I'm using, the camera gear, all my bike stuff. And Warch, how do you pronounce that? Just join the channel. Thanks. Yeah, the reason I use the Hero 5 Session is because the quality is very good, and it's a small camera, so the weight factor, the size factor is very good. See, Josh also is running a Hero 5 Session. It's a really good camera. That's the one I recommend if you wanna shoot your races just for fun or just to ride. It's so easy to use. It's versatile. Form factor is amazing. Quality is insane. And I use a battery bank, so I have a little wire. Let me show you. So that's my invisible helmet because it's green. So see that's the Hero 5 Session. I have a little wire and it goes to a battery bank at the back of my helmet there. So this gives me about 3 hours of battery. So Warch is from Poland. Alright. Nice to meet you. Alomi is asking what bike are you using. So I'm using the Scott Spark RC 900 29er dual suspension. The OC Shredders is saying subscribe to us. Alright, I'm gonna have to check out your channel. Alright, so now Derek is trying to get away from us, so we need to reconnect with him. So me and Josh are still together. Hey, Kayang in the chat. How's it going, Kayang? Says, she said I'm late. You can always go back to see the start if you want. Use the DVR. Derek in front of us, going hard. Derek is saying in the chat, it's amazing how fast all that single track is, but it's really loose kind of kitty litter. Yeah, that's the thing. It looks easy on the chat, on the GoPro. I mean, oh, and Josh is putting the power down. You don't want to be the cameraman in the back anymore. So he's going for it. I think he's gonna try to open a gap on us. Yeah. Because he's got the hardtail, so he's the guy who should be opening a gap on us because we have the dual suspension. So if he wants to stay ahead for the downhill at the end, where he might be a bit slower, so he needs to open a gap. So that's what I think he's thinking. He's thinking, okay, I need to drop these guys now. They're too slow with their heavy dual suspension. Yeah, so like Derek is saying, it looks easy on the camera. It looks like a fast, grippy fire roll, but it's actually very loose, and it's actually very tricky to get the grip. It can be scary at times because it's kind of hard pack, a dry bone hard pack with some kind of sand, loose kitty litter stuff on the top of it. Sometimes you hit a patch like that where it's very loose. Your front wants to go in another direction. It can catch you off guard for sure. And Christine says I need to get some camera gear now. Oh yeah, check it out. The GoPro session is pretty good for that. It's not too expensive. All right, Josh is going hard. Jeff in the chat cheering for the Hermonator. Oh yeah. We also have all-terrain biking grid in the chat. How's it going, man? Matt says we rode in the race. He said, yeah, it's really loose compared to NorCal and Tao. He says he crashed on his pre-ride. Yeah, it's very hard to. I mean, it's very easy to underestimate. Memo Paras is asking, do you turn on off the suspension during the race or just set and go? Yeah, I have a lockout on my suspension. So on my thumb I have 3 mode. I have the full open for descent. I have the trail mode, which is kind of in between, and the lock to climb. And yeah, I change maybe I must have changed 100 times per race. I use it a lot. So when I descend like that, I might be in trail mode or maybe full open, depending if I pedal. As soon as I start pedaling, I'm going either on trail mode or I lock it out. And if I take a corner like that, I go full open to get more grip. Then right there, I put it back into trail mode to pedal. Are we good? I think the stream just burped. You didn't miss much. Alright, I think we had a little stream issue. Some glitchy stream there. Alright, I hope it's better now. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Technology. Alright. Still on Derek's wheel, not letting him go. And then we have Dean. Alright, Dean is going ahead. Dean is in a Cat 1. Cat 1 category. So Thomas is asking, what position are you in? So I think at the moment I must be in the 8th place if I'm right. So I think I'm in 8th place. We have only one rider behind me. It's Cameron. I think Cameron had some issues. It DNF. So I think I'm the last running rider. We have Derek is in 7th place, and Josh is in 6th right now. And at the front we have Alfred Pacheco is in front, battling with Chad. He's running with Sam, Carlos, and Miguel. We don't have a lot of Strava flyby this time. Derek saying Dean was actually going for the win in the Cat 1. Oh yeah? Didn't get it. 11:43. Yeah, Dean was going fast. So how many racers? So in the Pro we were 9 racers. So Pierce Berry is asking, what bike is the dude riding? Which dude? Derek? I think Derek. What bike are you riding, Derek? Is that a Specialized? Hey Evan in the chat. Evan Smith, how's it going? Derek is saying that's funny because Alfred, Chad, Samuel, and Miguel have all raced for Bear Valley bikes in the past. Yeah, I think there's something about it, Derek. If you race for Bear Valley bike once in your life, you're gonna be a superstar. That's how it works. I don't know how you coach them directly, but there's a secret sauce. So Dean got the win. Okay, so Dean that passed us with the black kit took the win in Cat 1. All right, so I got in front of Derek there. I don't think he was happy with that. Just before the single track. And Jacob Barsness just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, Jacob. Derek says I was taking it easy here because I thought that when we got on the single track, those punchy little climbs were gonna take a lot out of the legs. Yeah, there's a lot of climbing there. It looks like single track here, but all that flash. Just subscribe. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, a lot of punchy climbs there in the forest. And that's Travis that just passed us. Yeah, I think that's Travis for Baghouse. Travis is racing in the Cat 1 25-29. Okay, yeah, so Derek is riding Specialized S-Works Epic World Cup. Special one. It's called the Millennium Falcon. Alright. Secret machine. Frederick is asking, do you race outside the US? No. I mean, I used to race in Canada, but I haven't been racing outside the US for a while now. I wanna go ride maybe next year. Maybe next year I'll travel a bit more. Alright, so those are the punchy climbs Derek is talking about. some technical climbing there. You wanna ace those little climb section. Take some. You gotta shift your body weight to get over them nicely. Felipe saying, wow, dropping direct. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna drop directly. I think he knows what's coming. Alright, some climbing. And then we're gonna start to the fun stuff. Alright, Derek Ward, just subscribe. Welcome to the channel. So Pierce Berry is asking, do you ride street much? Yeah, I mean, I train mostly on the road, but I don't have a road bike. I ride cyclocross just because I can go on the dirt whenever I want. Yeah, I never owned a road bike. Never once in my life I had a road bike. All right, so we're gonna the fun part of Skyline. Martin Ramirez, just subscribe. Welcome to the channel. So I'm needing a little train there of dudes. I think they want to go faster. Trying to pick up the pace. And we don't see Josh, so Josh is gone in front. He's opening a gap on us. Creon, just subscribe. Welcome to the channel. So John Smith is asking, Ben, what's your nutrition like off the bike? It's pretty. I'd say it's healthy but not extreme. How do I pronounce that? I don't know. Yeah, just healthy. Watch the calories a little bit, and mostly fruits, vegetables, like the major portion of what I eat, and some proteins, and a little bit of carbs just to top off what I need. Try to avoid excessive fat. But yeah, I'm not too extreme. I could optimize nutrition a little bit. Eddie is asking, what pressure are you running? So I'm running 18 at the front, 18 psi, and 20 at the rear. And Bambino, just subscribe. Welcome to the channel. Big Huge is saying pudding. Yeah, that's for the off week. And there, Derek is launching an attack there. He's like, okay, this guy is going too slow. I know this trail. He's going for it.
On the right.
Travis is going.
Hey, can I speed by that?
This dude wants to go too, but I'm like, okay, dude, we're gonna stay with them. Be patient. So I'm trying to stay with them. So Derek is stepping up the pace there. He knows the lines. Ron Chan, welcome to the channel. Yeah, so see, we pace up now. Derek is showing us the lines. Yeah, I tried to let the guy go there, but he wasn't right on my wheel. So I'm like, okay, I better just stay with them. I can't keep up with that pace, so he's not losing time behind me. Lucky is asking, what's your favorite dream bike? I don't know, man. It's I like the Scott Spark that I ride. It's very good, and also like the Orbea always. Those are my two favorite bike for cross country. Expectable. Ben, do you do any downhill? I have an enduro bike. I don't have a downhill rig, but I do an enduro. You can, if you look at the videos on my channel, I do some enduro racing. and a lot of trail riding, bike park. I'm gonna switch more to that soon. The bike park just opened here in Southern California, so I'm gonna start riding more enduro. Isayu is asking, how long have you been racing pro? So it's my first season, so first season for me. I was in Cat 1 the year before. It was time for me to move up. I won the series last year, the Kenda Cup Cat 1 series. I won the state champ twice. I won a few races, so I was like, okay, I need to step it up this year. Alright, so we're back on the fire road there. That was a fun single track section. If you ever come to Southern California, you gotta go ride this trail. It's called Skyline Trail. It's amazing. It's one of the best we have here in SoCal. So Ron is asking, do you ever burp sealant or dent a rim on rocks with 18 psi? It depends on the tire. With the Kenda Cosmic Light 2 Pro that I'm riding, they feel pretty strong. So those are the tires I'm running. I'm running the near wheels, the carbon wheels, and the Kenda Cosmic Light 2 Pro. And I mean the tire feels strong. It's the sidewall is feels strong. The casing, so it doesn't squat as much as other type of tires. So it depends. So with this one I can go very low, and I'm not afraid I'm gonna burp. But some other tires you need to put 30. I need to put 30 psi just to keep them safe. So it depends. I think the number is kind of pointless. It's more like how you feel when you push with all your weight on it. Kerry is asking, how did you deal with how loose the trails were? Yeah, it was pretty good because the tires they work very well. So I was feeling confident on them. I could feel the slide coming, and I could play with the slide a little bit. So yeah, I had a good setup, I think. So I wasn't too scared. If I would have been on the Sabre Pro like Derek is running, maybe I would have been more conservative or a bit more scared. Julu is asking, will you ever use a hardtail again? I don't know, man. It's because the thing is, when I compare my Orbea OIS, which is a 27-inch wheels, it's about the same weight as a hardtail. If I would put carbon wheels on my Orbea OIS, it would be below 20 pounds. It would be like 19 something, which is about the weight of a good hardtail bike. So I don't think I don't know. I don't think I will go back to a hardtail, just because for the same weight I would go a wheel size down and have a suspension to have more grip in the corners. And here we cut back to Josh. So see, he's passing the car. So I put this shot there, so we're gonna get an idea of the gap he has. He just passed the car with the kids there. So stop your start watch. See what's the gap to us. Frederick is asking, do you use Strava? Yeah, I'm on Strava. So if you want to check, look below in the description below. I put all the links to my social media if you want to follow me on Strava.
Carry up.
All right, so we passed the car now. So that's about the gap Josh has on us. The guy casually talking to the driver in the middle of a race. Oh man. So is that Travis? I think that's Travis again. And that's Ty. I think that's Ty, yeah. Ty is in Cat 1. Look how fast he was going. I don't know if he was going this fast the whole race. He wanted to just show off for the camera, maybe, you know. But I saw he had the KOM for the course on Strava, so he must have been going really fast. He was having a good race. Derek is saying the 2.2 Sabre gave me a lot more traction than the 2.0. Yeah, 2.0 on this course I would have been scared. Alright, so I'm still sitting on the wheel of the wreck.
Watch out!
So Ron Cheng is asking what percentage to run on the road and off-road, and I almost ran into a kid there. Oh shit! Yeah, I think it's probably 90% road and 10% off-road. All right, back on the single track there. Travis took the lead, so Derek is gonna try to follow him. So that's good because I mean I can follow them, follow their line. It's a bit easier to follow someone who knows the trail. You can see where they slow down, see which line they take. So Lucky is asking, I've got $1,300. What hardtail 29er should I get? I don't know. Does anyone have a suggestion in the chat for Lucky? $1,300 for a 29er hardtail. Because it really depends. I would see what your local bike shop has. I don't think it's worth to import a bike, or you know, you go check out what your bike shop has and try to get a deal there. Got some suggestions for bikes there. A Kona, a Trek, Commencal. I think 1,300 is a good price. Like you can get something decent. Or Ron is saying, look at used bike. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Derek is saying that was so loose. Yeah, it was a bit loose there. And this is the tricky section right there. It's a climb, it's uphill, and you see that there's a lot of rocks there. You gotta choose your line correctly, aim your bike well. And I find it hard. It's the first time I ride it on a 29er. I think it's been a long time since I ride it on a 29er. I was riding with my Orbea the years before. And so with the 29er, the thing is that you cannot change direction as fast. Like you cannot react as fast. So you gotta pick your line and commit to it. So if you choose the wrong line, sometimes it's better to just keep pedaling, keep trying to make it work. So you gotta be focused there. And here's Josh, the Josh cam. So Josh, we're gonna see how far he is ahead. So he's getting out of the woods there. He's just done climbing. He's back on the fire road. All right, so we're still in the woods. We're still climbing. So start your stopwatch. We're gonna see what's the gap. So what Alisa is saying, that's the 3. We have to do the 3 laps. Which 3 is that? We don't know. Maximino just joined. Just subscribe. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. And Josh has a good gap. Look at that. We're just getting out of the woods now. So it's important that he opens a gap because we're going to be hauling ass on the downhills with our dual suspension. The wishing 3, says Alisa. Alright, so we missed the wishing 3. Alright, out of the wood. It's time for some nutrition. I want to finish my bottle because I have a Camelback, so I want to finish my bottle there and then switch to the Camelback for the Skyline. So BNWMTBTV says, I'm already subscribed, where's my shout out? There it is. BNWMTV, you gotta subscribe during the stream so it pops. So 59 Hank, he says, I missed the start. Is this a point-to-point or lap-based race? So it's a 1 lap race. So it's one big lap, 24.5 miles lap. If you want, you can skip back to the start, see the start. You can use the DVR if you scroll back in time. But yeah, it's about 2-hour race, 1 big lap. It's super fun. It's not super spectator friendly. If you're a spectator, it kind of sucks. But for the riders, it's the best. All right, there you are. Did you unsubscribe to resubscribe? Oh man. Don't abuse my script. It's gonna crash. So Macau Factory is asking, I race on a lot of trails like this with 29-inch tires. What tires would you recommend? Fast rolling and grip in corners. So I would recommend the Cosmic. Those are the new tires I just discovered, and they're pretty good. And there you are. You subscribe. See, that was good advice. You subscribe right away. Yeah, no, I check them out. Check the Cosmic out. If you ride on dry trail, I don't know how they do in the wet, but on dry trails like that, they're pretty good. See, that's what it looks like. Kenda Cosmic. So they have, see the tread in the middle, and 59 Ang just subscribe. See, the tread in the middle is packed close, it's like tight, so it rolls very fast, and on the side you have a lot of grip. So yeah, very good tires for this type of condition. The only downside is the weight. They're on the heavier side. Master G, just subscribe. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, so the weight is listed at 636 grams. So that's on the heavier side. So you pay your grip with grams of weight. So Robert is saying they work pretty good in the mud. Okay, you tried them in the mud? Okay, so I didn't know. I was skeptical if they were going to be good in the mud because the knobs are close to each other, so I don't know if it was going to be too slippery. So BNWMTB TV says, everyone subscribe, this dude makes great content. Thanks, man. Yeah, hit subscribe if you're not already. So Robert can confirm they work all around. All right, that's good to hear. They clean out pretty good. Nice. Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, they're a bit heavy, but I mean, if you crash, it's a lot slower. So you gotta make a compromise sometime. Julia is saying, do you have UCI points? Will you do a World Cup? No, I don't. I don't have any UCI points. It's just my first year with a UCI Elite license, so no points so far. I tried to beat Nino at Sea Otter. He was too fast. I tried to beat Anton Cooper at the US Cup. He was too fast. So maybe next year, we'll see. Now the UCI points are very hard to get. And shout out to Trey Arnaud. He was at the World Cup Eliminator and he got 11th place. And here we see on the Josh cam. So Josh is now going back into the single track. So that's gonna give us an indication of the gap with him, because we're still on the fire road. We're approaching the single track. Yeah, so Trey Arnaud, he was at the World Cup Eliminator in Columbus, Ohio. Did pretty well. It's a guy who races with us. Salty Sally is saying good view of the Rex butt from here. Yeah. Yeah, we see a lot of the Rex butt in this video. So Jeremy's asking what position are you in now. So say we get back on the single track now. That's where Josh was. So that's about the gap we have on Josh, or that he has on us. So yeah, I'm in 8th place. Derek is 7th. Josh is 6th. So the three of us, that's the battle between the three of us this race. And we're pretty close in the points in the championship. So it's an important race for that. Thomas is saying no beer tonight. No. It's not a recovery week like last week. Last week we were watching cyclocross. I was drinking some beer in a small little mug. So Lockie's asking, where is this race? So we're in Big Bear, California. The city is called Big Bear Lake. The mountain is called Snow Summit. There's a bike park there at Snow Summit, and that's where the race is starting. Yeah, so it's in Southern California. It's about 2 hours from Los Angeles. Julio is asking how much extra weight in camera. I don't know. I would say maybe 800 grams for sure. It's like an extra tire, because I have 2 cameras, 2 mounts, and 2 battery banks. So yeah, that's a lot of weight. But yeah, I think it's worth it. It's worth it for the show, to show you guys what it looks like. So Derek is giving me the tour of this single track. He's saying in the chat, and this is the new Skyline Trail that was produced by the Big Bear Trails Foundation, and they continue to do amazing things with our trail network here in Big Bear, and they accept donations. All right, so where do we donate, Derek? Where's the donate button? Yeah, the trail network is amazing in Big Bear. Oh boy, we have a we have a discussion about Derek's ass in the chat. Oh boy. All right, so this part of Skyline is a bit tough in this direction because it's climbing. So I think we're already 1 hour into the race, so it's starting to feel it. And the thing with this, it's a high elevation race. So the start was at 7,000 feet, and we reached 8,000 feet at the peak. And the thing with the high elevation race is that it's hard to get your heart rate high. So if I show you my heart rate during the race, this was my heart rate. So you see absolutely no zone 5, no anaerobic at all. I couldn't get my heart rate past my threshold. So it's tough mentally because you feel like you're at your max, you feel like you're out of breath, but you don't go at the speed as if you were all out. So it's tough mentally. Like, you think you have a bad race, but you just gotta race with what you have. You gotta know that everybody's in the same boat. So race with your feelings and do what you can with what you have. That's how I approach racing at high elevation. But yeah, Derek is the professional. He lives there, so he knows how his body is gonna react. So Derek is gonna do the tour. He's gonna point out the features he really likes on the trail. I think we are approaching. He says one of them is named after my grandfather. Yeah. Alisa knows what Derek is talking about. And look at the view, and it's not called Skyline for no reason. So you're on a ridge on the skyline, and then you can see the mountains in the back with still snow on them. It's beautiful. Salty Sally is saying, pretty sure Josh is riding an e-bike. Speaking of Josh, we have Karen. Just subscribe. So Josh, your mom is watching the stream. I think Josh is out riding tonight. Every Thursday they do a night ride. Jordan Johnson just joined. Oh yeah, so let me I started the flyby. Let me show you. So here on the flyby, so see, that's me and Derek right here, and Josh is right here. I don't know if I'm exactly synchronized with the video, but that's what I think. We're at them. And here that's Sam. Sam has a big gap on us. Oh, this is the tree that Derek is talking about.
Oh yeah. That's like one of my favorite trees.
All right, here's the tree that Derek is talking about. It looks amazing. So Derek says his grandfather's name was Dick, and he's the Dick Rock.
Man.
No break says he now skips his Thursday night rides just to watch the stream. All right, that's dedication. Are you watching on a trainer bike at least? Are you or you skip the training? It was just a ride. Yeah, tour guide Derek. See, he's racing, but he still has time to show me all the features. Oh yeah, and the trail is amazing. See, it starts to get more technical. So Jordan is asking, do you get to pre-ride before the race? Yeah, so I did a short lap the day before. I only did the skyline part. I didn't do the whole fire road part. So I did the junior course, and then I went out to catch the final part of skyline. No break saying I swift. All right. Yeah, a lot of guys watch the stream. They watch the replay. They tell me they watch it on the trainer. So good job to you guys. If you guys are still watching up to this point, it's been an hour on the trainer. So you guys must be feeling it. Good job. Keep it up. I think we have another 45 minutes left. Mostly gorgeous single track like that. Eddie says, I would love to see a speed meter. All right, let's put on the speed meter. There we go. Yeah, I would love to have the telemetry on there, but it's just not possible at the moment. Yeah, it will take, I think, 1 or 2 more days of rendering to get it there. If anyone at Garmin is watching the stream, an engineer wants to get in touch with me to write some code and plugins for Final Cut, I'll be down to help you guys with that and get the telemetry live. That'd be great. But yeah, right now it's not possible for a 4K video like that. Alright, so Derek is getting faster, so I'm starting to lose him. And who's that? Romalo?
Go on the right. Thank you.
Yeah, Romolo Forcino. Cat 1 man, 45-49. He's killing it. So I'll let him go. There's no point holding him back. I'm racing Derek. But here what's happening is he's pushing Derek. He's pushing Derek away. So Derek is trying to stay in front. So that's not good for me. Jordan is asking, did you race enduro the day before? No. I tried. I was working on my bike the night before, trying to get my enduro bike ready. I wanted to switch to 1x10 setup, get rid of the front derailleur, but I didn't get it done in time. It was past midnight and I would have had to wake up at 6, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna make it. But next week I'm gonna race enduro. Alright, so Romodo is Romolo is pushing the wreck away from me. That's not good. So mainly Hernandez is saying, my mom is calling me now, having tater tots for dinner. Nice. You better go. So Robert is saying, how did the Cat 1 catch you guys? Yeah, some of the Cat 1 guys are super fast. Yeah. And it depends on where it is on the course. Sometimes they're faster in some sections. But yeah, I mean it's a race, so it's not a KOM competition. So I'm trying to play it smart, trying to keep the stamina high to be able to attack on the downhills, because I know that's where I'm usually fastest. So just before we how was it called, the Pine Knot, there's a section that gets very technical on Skyline. That's usually where I catch people, because if there's a bunch of tricky sections and if you ace them all and the other guys, they put their foot down, you can make up a lot of time there. That's usually where I reconnect. I've raced there a lot before, so almost every time that's where I reconnect with them, and then on the final downhill I can attack and stay in front. So that's my strategy. I try to not be too worried at the moment. Frederick is saying 6 is late, I wake at 4. Yeah, but it was late when I finished. I think I finished working on my enduro bike. It was like 1 a.m. and I thought it would be smarter for me to pre-ride on Saturday and then race on Sunday, instead of trying to do the enduro and then do this race without pre-riding. That was smarter, I think. Look at the view there. This section is nice. You can see the mountains with the snow there. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's really fun. In Southern California, we still have snow at this time of the year. We can still go snowboarding at Mammoth Mountain and ride mountain bikes the same day. So Bob is asking, where's the video of you crashing at the pre-ride? You mean on the trail? I think it was pretty close to there. Yeah, I had a crash on the pre-ride. Went over the bar, met a rider coming the other direction. Jordan is asking, are you on a hardtail? No, I'm on a dual suspension. That's the bike I'm riding. Scott Spark RC 900. Alright, so see, that's one technical section there. That's easy to miss. Got it right. And then this one is tricky. So either you cyclocross it and you run, or if there's no guy in front of you, you can ace it like that, unclip one foot, and I push with my left foot there. So that's how I do it to not lose time. Oh, a little moment there. And this is tricky, it's super tight. Oh. With my wider handlebar, that was tough this time. Derek says that section was called the Tetons. The photo was at the helipad, yeah. Alright. Philippe is asking, any chance you testing a chest mount with gimbal in the future? Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. For racing, for sure, it's out of the picture, for sure, because gimbals, they get they're finicky. You need to reset them every 30 seconds. So it wouldn't work for a race. And anyway, I think it's better without a gimbal, because for a POV, you want the camera to be as close as possible to eye level to get the immersion, and you want that leaning motion when I lean left, when I look at the apex, when I get a big bump. So you want those motions. Those are very important. So the gimbal is tossing all the motion out just to get rid of some of the vibrations. I don't think it's a good approach for an immersive POV. Looks good for third person, follow cam, that kind of stuff to tell a story. But yeah, for POV, helmet cam like that, I think is the best. Yeah. You get more immersive. I'd like to do VR. That's the next thing I would like to try. Like, do stereoscopic VR. So Kerry is asking, how wide do you run your bar? So I don't know. I don't know what's the width. I didn't cut it, so it's the full width that comes with the bike. It feels very wide. This section is so fun. It's so engaging. Like always turning left, turning right, a rock there, squeeze in, squeeze left, you work the tires. And this is another tricky section there. You want to keep the momentum to go over the rocks. Alright, aced it. So see, those are sections that's easy to lose time. So see Josh in front, he's a bit ahead. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Guys, they put their foot down, they make some mistakes, and that means I can catch with them. Let's say that's my strategy. I'm acing all the sections. See, and Josh is right there, Derek is right there. Because I'm acing all the section, I'm able to make progress. So my plan is working perfectly. But no, what's that? Oh no. I made the same mistake there. Oh no. I usually ace it, but this time I don't know what happened. See, and I lost contact. I lost visual. So that's an important part of the race right there, and that's a big moment. So I was gonna reconnect with them, have contact, stay with them, and then maybe attack on the downhill. Now I lost them. So that's tough mentally. Because mentally you want to analyze your mistake. And see Josh acing this section. Oh, he's letting Derek go. Oh yeah, so Derek is gonna break away there. See Derek, he's putting the armor down. So there I am, that's where yeah. So I'm not far behind. I don't have a visual contact, but I'm really not far, but I didn't know. So that was tough mentally, because you try to analyze what happened, but you must stay focused on the trail. You must keep your mind on the next corner and, forget what just happened and keep racing. Derek saying poor carbon fiber bike. Yeah, I scratched my bike really bad on that rock. There's a big scratch on my down tube now. And Robert is happy to see Derek's butt again. Oh man. So that's another tough section right there. Squeeze between the rocks. Josh is looking behind, see if I'm there. I'm not there yet. I'm coming. See, see that's, yeah, right there. So I'm really close, but I don't see them. So it's tough. I need to pick up the pace. And Mark Smith is saying greeting from Las Vegas. What editing program do you use? So I use Final Cut Pro. That's what I use to make the edit. Yeah, it works super well. Alright, fast section there. Almost getting out on the fire road. So there's a little bit of fire road section there, little climb. And then we reconnect. So the thing that's new this year is there's some feed station there, but they are self-serve. So you gotta stop to put water back into your water bottle. And Josh is there. I'm gonna get a visual contact pretty soon. I'm gonna see him. So young rascal is saying greeting from New South Wales. And Josh attacking the climb, trying to reconnect with Derek. And now I'm starting to see Josh as I pass the tandem bike. I don't know how these guys do it. Racing a tandem on Skyline. Man, that must be so scary. Ron says greeting from Illinois. Alright, so Josh is looking behind. He knows I'm coming. I see him. So I'm like, okay, I can reconnect. Derek is saying that was the Devlins. They're so good on that tandem. Yeah, and they're fearless. Alright, I think I see Josh there. So BMW, MTB, the TV is saying you should also follow Ben on Instagram. Yeah, see, you're doing all my promotional shout out. Thanks. Yeah, if you want, I put all my social media links in the description below. So if you want to follow me on Instagram. And Josh is in the chat. How's it going, Josh? He says my phone sucks and my connection is too slow. Are you still on the trail? I'm trying to catch you. So Jeremy is asking, how are you feeling at this point? So I'm feeling pretty good at this point because I'm riding with a camelback, so I can drink. So all that long section, I was able to drink. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty hydrated. No signs of cramping. So not yet. So I'm gonna have some cramping a bit later. I'll tell you when. But so far I'm feeling pretty good. And you see Josh. Josh is reconnecting with Derek. So Robert is gonna be happy with that.
Got the hammer down today, Derek.
Derek's like, yeah, I'm in a hurry. So Young's asking, so you're not using the bottle? So I had one bottle. I was using my bottle for the warm-up, and I drank the rest of it during the first part of the race when it was a fire road. Then when we got on the single track, that's why I switched to my camelback so I can keep drinking.
I bet. It's a beautiful place to call home.
Yeah. he's asking how long is this race. So it's going to be about 2-hour race. We started at 8 p.m. local time here in Los Angeles. I mean, I talk about the stream. So the stream should end at 10 p.m. Pacific time. The guys are on the helipad now, so they're getting back on the single track. So we're gonna see the gap that they have on us. So I'm with Travis there, who made contact with me. See that the helipad is just there, so we're not that far. We don't have a visual, so it's hard for us to know that we're not that far. See, the helipad is right there, and we get on a single track. So that's what. Less than a minute gap, maybe 35 seconds. So big vegan Jeff just stumbled on the stream. How's it going? Yeah, what do I use to stream this? Yeah, I've just used my, I have an iMac. That's what I use. There's a built-in webcam. Nothing fancy. Derek says, I wish I had known that Miguel was closer to me. I might have pushed a little bit harder. Yeah, see, that's hard when you don't know the gaps. Sometimes it's harder, because if you get a visual, you can see that you make progress on them, and it motivates you to keep pushing.
On the left. Thanks.
A bit of a sketchy pass of me there. So we're gonna start to catch some traffic now, because the Cat 2s, they were doing a smaller loop. So I think we're gonna start catching them. So Derek says that's the time I checked out from Josh. Yeah. Let me see if I can sing them. Okay, so we just crossed there. Where is that? So Jeremy's asking, Ben, are you still training 10 hours a week? Yeah, 10 hours the average. Right now it's more, I think it's more like 8, 9. So I'm following Travis. And here's what's going on at the front. So Josh is still with Derek. Passing some traffic there.
One more. Thank you.
So Young is asking in the chat, are you using Maxxis tires? No, not for this race. I'm using Kenda tires. Kenda Cosmic Light Pro are the tires I'm using.
On the left. Alright.
So Kevin, alright, Kevin is there. Hey Ben, I'm glad we survived or running the day before. Oh yeah, we had a little incident on the on the practice. If you want to see, check my Instagram at Sachoben. There's a link below. Check my Instagram. There's a video where I bumped into Kevin. Big Vegan says greeting from Monterey. All right, great trails there. Yeah, I raced Sea Otter there. First time I was riding your trail network. It was amazing. I have to go back to Monterey.
One more. Thank you.
All right. Finally catching on. So this part is mostly flat, some ups, some downs. Had to cut the switch back there. Yeah, but this part is fun. It's engaging. You have to lay a bit of more power, so you gotta push a bit, but it's engaging, so it's fun. I don't know who designed that trail, but the flow is amazing. Look at that. It's beautiful. And it's fun in both directions. It's super fun, that section. So I think we're gonna have one more shot of Derek's butt, and then we're gonna lose the battery from Josh's camera. So make sure you watch, make it worth it. Is Robert still in the chat? Alright, I think that's the final shot of Josh Cam. There's this little technical section there, little climb. Salty Sally is watching. Alright, so that's gonna give us an idea of the gap. Alright, so that's where we are. So the gap is not that big, but just enough to not have a visual. So Derek says that Driz Cook from the Trails Foundation had a lot to do with the design of the trail. That's really good, and that's a really good design. So Young Rascal is asking, so what happens in the winter? Is there snow activities? Yeah, so this place is covered in snow during the winter. So there's a ski resort. We go snowboarding. It's about 8 to 9,000 feet.
On the right. Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, Southern California. I'm really happy there to be able to snowboard, and Mammoth Mountain is still open for snowboarding. I was there not last weekend, the weekend before that I was there. See, this is the gear I brought with me. Bring the snowboard, bring the bike, so you can go snowboarding in the morning and then get some lunch, and then in the afternoon go mountain biking all in the same day. So it's pretty rad. And apparently we're gonna be able to snowboard until August at Mammoth Mountain in California. So yeah, a lot of double dipping weekends in sight. Young is saying, I always get flies in my mouth when I ride trails fast in Northern California. Oh yeah. Oh man. I mean, it's proteins. You can recover some. Oh yeah, Derek is saying there's 3 ski resort and also fat biking. I need to go try fat biking in the winter with you guys. It looks so good. Is there a place we can rent fat bike, Derek? Can we rent a fat bike for the weekend? Alright, trying to stay with Travis there. That's the PB Creative shot right there. Always a good spot for a picture. I think I have the picture. Yeah, here it is. See, that was the money shot by Phil.
Yeah, thank you.
So the Amazing Hercules is asking where's the race. So this is Big Bear Lake in Southern California. And Derek is saying, yeah, Bear Valley Bikes, they rent fat bikes. And there's a fat bike state championship at Rim Nordic. Oh yeah, nice. Alright, some bumpy sections there. A little bit of climbing still, and then it's gonna start to descend all the way down. Kevin is saying those pics Phil takes come out great. Yeah. Yeah, they're really good pictures. He knows the spot. He knows how to shoot good pictures.
Coming up.
A little punchy climb there.
Oh, sorry.
No, I bumped into it. That was bad from me too. I should have aimed more to the left. I thought it was gonna keep climbing and keep moving to the right, but yeah, bad stuff from me. Harvey just joined. Hey Harvey, how's it going? Did you miss anything? Yeah, you missed 3/4 of the race, I think. We're an hour 30 minutes into the race. We're getting to the fun fast downhill section, trying to catch Derek and Josh. So right now I'm in 8th place. Josh is in 7th and Derek is in 6th place. So I'm trying to reconnect with them. They're not that far. And Big Vegan is asking, did you feel any altitude effects? I mean, yeah, I mean, I know because when I look at the Garmin.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, oh man, I touched handlebars there. I'm a bit clunky. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh man, I'm glad she didn't crash. But yeah, when I look at the Garmin, I can see that my heart rate is not as high as usual. But I usually race with the feeling, so I pace myself with how I feel. Oh man, starting to make mistakes later. I'm starting to cramping up now. Yeah, so altitude is affecting my heart rate, so I need to race with what I have. it's hard on the mental, but yeah. See, that was my heart rate. So usually I get maybe 20 minutes of anaerobic in a race, and see, I got 0. I wasn't able to get anaerobic at all. So that's the biggest difference. So Carrie says that's me. All right, I'm so sorry, Carrie. Oh my God. It's the first time I ride such a wide handlebar in Big Bear, and I'm not used to it. And I'm glad I didn't make you crash. Yes, I'm starting to cramp up now. So I've been drinking a lot, but it's very dry up there with the elevation. So when I pedal, when I keep my legs moving, it's fine. I don't cramp up. I don't realize it. But see, when I had a moment with Carrie there, I unclip, put a foot out, and that's when the legs is cramping up, and you're like, oh no. And then you try to keep pedaling to try to get it out, to get like the cramp out. So Carrie says I also ride with wide bars. Okay, so we both have wide bars. So I'm gonna remember next time I see you, I'm gonna go much wider.
Coming up!
I'm yelling a lot earlier. All right. See, that was better. If you yell it a lot sooner, you give the person in front a bit more time to react. Robert is saying, Carrie, next time throw an elbow, it's only bend. Yeah, that's gonna be good for the for the stream. It's gonna make some action. Oh man. All right. So I think that's the first enduro stage, or I don't know the order, but that was an enduro stage for the race. So from this point on, it's gonna be mostly downhill. And the cool thing about this track is that we finish lower than where we start. See, the start is at higher elevation, and we keep going all the way down to the snow summit. The single speed guy we saw in the beginning. So all that time he was faster than me. Insane. On a single speed bike.
Good job. Alright, yeah. Thank you, man.
Rigid single speed. Yeah, so that's the part where I need to put the power down and really attack it, because I have a dual suspension. I've been carrying all that weight all that time, so now I'm getting to the more gnarlier enduro stage kind of section. So I really need to go harder, because that's the part where I have an advantage over Josh. Josh is riding a hardtail, so that's where I need to use my advantage and try to reconnect. Derek is saying that's Drew Cook. That's the guy? Alright. Frizz Cook on the single speed. Alright, I gotta push hard. That's a tough part in the enduro race, pedaling this section with the 150mm suspension. But on the Spark, it's really good because I can lock it down, pedal hard, and open the suspension here, go fast. and then just fly over the rock right there. Tiny rock garden there. Whoa. Oh, a little moment. Going wide. Bob Garcia is saying, damn, that single speed had some mad skills. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm trying to push hard. I'm trying to push as hard as I can. I look at my times after the race and I didn't PR there. I think my PR was when me and Aaron last year, we were battling out for the state championship. So Aaron was on my tail the whole time in this downhill section, and I was going as hard as I could, trying to shake him off. And he was still on my wheel the whole time. We had an insane battle. I think we beat all the enduro time. Yeah, me and Heron had a really nice fight last year, so it's going to be hard for me to beat those times, because it's yeah, I don't have anyone with me racing right now, and it's not like it's the state champion.
Yeah.
And Near is in the chat. How's it going, Near?
Going up. On that left, thank you.
Alright, good passing move there. So how's it going, Near? Were you racing enduro last weekend? We should race in 2 weeks. Not this weekend, but next weekend. It's gonna be round number 6 of the Kenda Cup, and there's also an enduro race on Saturday. So I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do enduro Saturday and cross country Sunday. So Near, if you race enduro, we should try to stick together. And I think that's enduro. That's the another enduro stage that starts right there. So it's a fast section. See, there's a jump on the left. I went around because I'm on a cross-country bike, so there's a jump there on the left there. With 100 millimeter, I don't think it's a good idea to launch that jump. Sam, looking forward to see you in 2 weekends. Yeah, you gonna race there, Sam? Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So Nair saying no racing altitude for me. Maybe the enduro. Yeah, if you want to do the enduro in 2 weeks, that should be fun. And Derek is thinking about enduro too. Yeah, you should do it, Derek. You know this trail very well. It's so fun. And when you with just a little bit more suspension there, you can attack a bit more. That's the thing, when you race cross country there and you finish with those like 2 stages of enduro, you don't feel any fatigue anymore. I feel like I'm fresh. I'm just starting the race or whatever, and it's so fun. I can push, I can attack. That's what I like about this this race, because the last 20 or last 30 minutes, you don't feel the pain anymore. You're just having fun and go all out on the downhill. Josh in the chat. Are you back home, Josh? Or are you still on the trail? So I still don't see you, Josh. I still don't have a visual on you. I'm not seeing your dust.
Carry up.
Catching this young dude.
On left, thanks.
Derek saying, me and Sam were just talking about what a sweet ending to a race it is. Yeah, man, that's the best. That's the best way to end a race. To throw it down on a technical downhill, and it's like a 30-minute long downhill. So if you have a battle going on, if you have a wheel of someone, it's so fun to battle it out on this downhill.
Carry up. Thanks.
Oh, Carrie says that was a girl. Okay, she won my category. Oh no. So what was your ranking, Carrie? Oh, little pedal strike there. Alright, so that's the end of the Skyline Trail, and I think this trail here is called Fern Trail, if I'm correct. Is that it? Or is it still Skyline now? I think maybe it's now called Skyline 2. Carrie says she was racing Cat 2 1929, got third. Nice! Podium. Good job. John Payne in the chat. He's asking where's this race. It's in Big Bear Lake in California. It's close to Los Angeles. And we have Phil Beckman in the chat. How's it going, Phil? He says Fern. Yeah, that's called Fern. Yeah, Fern. They redesigned it a little bit. I think last year they did a redesign of Fern. I like it. It's very fun. It's a bit longer.
I see on the right here. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't crash into him this time. Sam is saying PB the legend. Yeah. Master of the action shot. And sometimes Phil is right there, and I think in the enduro that's his spot. Oh yeah, taking some risk there. So Robert is asking, same course for next time? Yeah, I think so. Does anyone know? Is it the exact same course, or is there going to be some changes?
Go up. On the left.
I think it would make sense to have the same course. I like it when they change it up, but I think they have a really good setup with this course. Good mix of single track and passing zone on the fire road. Going all out.
Go up on the left. Thanks.
Oh, that was sketchy. And these MTBs asking, what group set do you use? So I'm racing the SRAM XO1. It's the SRAM. It's the Eagle cassette 1x12. Yeah, I'm not gonna pre-ride him next time either. If they change up the course, I think I'm just gonna discover it during the race.
Coming up. Thanks.
So I'm seeing a Bear Valley bike in front, so I'm thinking, is that Derek? Is that you, Derek? I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be a sprint finish with Derek. I'm like, what's going on? He's slowing down. What are you doing, Derek? And then I realize it's not Derek. That's Doug.
Keep it up.
Yeah, Doug is also from Canada. He's from Quebec. Derek is saying the pro women are just behind. Yeah, shout out to Christine and Alisa. They got first and second in the pro women category. That was a good effort. I saw the times. That was really fast. They were about to catch us. I think if the race was 20 minutes longer, they would have beat us for sure. They just ran out of race course to beat us. We're about near the end, so that's we're about to get out of the woods, and then it's gonna be a flat section. Usually, if you're with a guy here, if you're battling out with a guy there, it's bad news. It means it's gonna be a very painful sprint finish on the flat. All right, so coming out of the woods, flat section to the finish, and I'm seeing some orange over there. I know that's Josh. I'm like, oh no. I think, is it there that I see him? I think I see him on the longest straight. I see Josh there. So I'm like, oh man, he's far. He's really far, but I gotta push. Yeah, I don't know, because the finish is very sketchy. It's like a hard left, and someone can make a mistake there. When I was racing with Aaron last year, he unclipped there and his foot went out. So someone can make a mistake and lose 15 seconds. So I gotta keep pushing. Maybe I can catch Josh. So Phil is saying, looks like he won't be doing Pirates next time. Okay, yeah, but I don't think we did it this time either. It was on the map, but during the race we didn't do Pirates. So maybe next time we'll do it. I don't know. We'll see. So I see Josh in the distance. So I'm pedaling hard, trying to reconnect. John Payne is asking what bike. Scott Spark RC 900. That's the bike I'm using. And it's not the best setup for pedaling hard on the flat. So Josh is probably looking behind thinking, okay, I got this, I got a good enough gap. So see, that's the hard left I'm talking about. It's a bit sketchy. If you're sprinting with a guy, that can be the decisive moment for the race. So finish line is right there. Josh got it. That was a good race. That was a good race by Josh. Beat me again. Derek got 6th. Josh 7th. I'm 8th. So the winner
Good
of
job.
the race.
Yeah, we were together like the whole race. Oh man, that was tough. I saw you, man, at the end. The three of us were like battling.
So Alfred Pacheco got first
And then I got back to him.
in 1:42:01, insane time.
Miguel and this
So
other
that's the
kid.
KOM. That's the KOM of the course. They're not on Strava. And then Chad on his second race ever got second place in 1:43, second fastest time on the course.
No matter what happens, we're
Sam
getting
got
good
third, solid third.
Yeah.
Good job to Sam. And Carlos was fourth in 1:50, and Miguel was not too far behind in fifth place. So there you have it. That was the race, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in to the stream. Next race, I'm gonna race. I'm gonna race this weekend. I'm gonna do the non-dot race in Orange County. I think it's the Caspers. Yeah, I think that's the Caspers race. Let me see, non-dot adventures. So that's the race I'm gonna do. Yeah, this one here. So I don't know if you guys are doing it. If you see me there, say hi. Should be a fun should be a fun one. It's always a fun one. It's a lot of fire road, a lot of heavy climbing, very steep climbs, and then super fast descents. It's gonna be a fun one. So I'm gonna stream that next week, next Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific time. So tune in again. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And yeah, the next round of the Kenda Cup is in 2 weeks. After that, I'm gonna race enduro and cross country. So, all right, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you the next time. All right, cheers.